And we have liftoff right here on Cubs Live, coming to you live and direct from Wrigley Field. Cole Wright, Ryan Sweeney, and Cub starter David Peterson. David, thanks so much for taking time out. And we were watching you pitch yesterday, and what a remarkable performance. 6 1/3, 8 punch-outs. You feel like you've gotten that new life since you become a Chicago Cub?
Yeah, I think so. It's been good to come over and just kind of get in the swing of things with guys and get to work with the pitching staff. And so, it's been a good transition and excited for it.
Yeah, being able to make some of the adjustments as you came over from the New York Metropolitans, unbelievable. How instrumental have Tommy Hottovy and Tyler Zombro been in that?
Yeah, they've been awesome. Coming over, they kind of wanted me to just go and do my thing and then start talking about some stuff as we got into it. And so, it's been a good process and a lot of good communication back and forth and just nice that we're on the same page and working well together.
Absolutely.
Most important question, how does your body feel, especially after the start last night? And going into the second half, is there anything that you do differently, kind of making those adjustments? You get more starts going into August and September. Do you change up your workload or how you prepare for the game?
No, I think it's pretty normal in terms of the starting routine. Coming over and starting to get built back up, get back into the higher pitch counts has been good, and just means we have deeper to get in the game. So, it's been good. The routine's good. Body feels good, and so nice to just get in a consistent routine again of starting every 5 days and being able to build on that.
Well, and coming over from the Mets and then now being in Chicago, like most important question is when you look at, kind of coming over from the different cities, was it easy? I never got traded during the season. It was always at the end. Was it easy kind of making that transition and trying to find a place to live and like giving guys insight on, what that looks like for a player?
Yeah, the Cubs, I have to say, made it as easy as possible on us. They were there to help with anything we needed and made it a very smooth transition. So, first time being moved during the season, and I tried to pack all of our stuff up in New York and get everything here. So, it's been a good transition and able to find a place to live. And so,
Yeah, not that I was telling you where to tell us where you're living at.
No, we'll keep that one low.
They say if you can pitch and work in New York, then you can pretty much do that anywhere. What was the transition like coming over to the Chicago Cubs? Because the atmosphere we saw you pitch in last night, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, the atmosphere here it's hard to match. Noticing it as a visiting player and then being able to come over and see it from the home side has been special. And, I think it's, I'm grateful for the fact that I was able to play in New York and perform there and see what it was like. And, there's some similarities and some differences, but I feel like my time there, kind of prepared me to play anywhere. And, it's been a great showing from the crowd every single night, and it's a fun place to play.
Yeah, you're grateful to play in New York. I know you're also probably pretty grateful for that Gold Glove defense that's behind you with these Chicago Cubs. Each of your last 3 starts, 9 ground ball outs. How important is that for you to get the opposition to put the ball on the mat?
Yeah, it's big. I think that was one thing that I struggled with early in the year. The ground ball rate was down, and so, I think when the Cubs made the trade, that was one thing that they told me was, they liked the ground ball rate and how it played with the defense, and I've been a pretty big fan of it. So those guys, they have our backs, and they work extremely hard at their craft, and grateful to have the guys that we have behind us.
Is that something that you try to emphasize as a pitcher, like that ground ball rate? I know it's over 42% right now. Do you try to pitch to contact? I know it helps yesterday with the wind blowing in here at Wrigley. You can kind of go and be able to attack guys. You don't have Judge in the lineup. So is that something that you kind of try to focus on, or is that just the type of pitcher you are?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I think we see guys that are ground ball guys, see guys that are fly ball guys. And so, to be traditionally a ground ball guy and be able to get the ball on the ground and let the infielders do what they do best is my goal. And obviously the circumstances with the way they were last night helped. So, it just gives you confidence to attack the zone and let them hit it and try and get them put on the ground.
Yeah, grit, determination, fight, that encapsulates this Cubs team. Sometimes down, but never out. How gritty can this team be these last 2 months and change of the season?
Yeah, I think you said it. We get down in a game, but we know we're never out of it, and stick to the approach. It's been fun to watch the guys work and just see how they handle some of those circumstances and situations. And been able to see some exciting wins, some walk-offs, and it's just we're stick to our approach and play the game and see where it goes. So play to the last out, and it's been fun to be a part of this group.
I know sometimes pitchers kind of hang out with pitchers and position players hang out. Is there any person in particular that you've kind of bonded with or picked their brain or like hang out with the most on the team so far?
Yeah, I mean, I think like you said, pitchers spend a lot of time together, and so it's been fun to get to know some of the guys on the starting staff, and been cool to have some of the guys that aren't playing right now be here and get to know them a little bit too. So, but I think Conforto was huge for me, being a guy that I played with early in my career, coming over, having someone that I was familiar with, and it's been good. I've played against these guys a lot coming up, and played against Nico since college, and so have kind of a history of playing against each other, but it's been fun to be on the same side and get to work with those guys on a daily basis.
Yeah, it helps when you have that friendly relationship with someone like you do with Michael Conforto. So we want the fans at home to get to know you. I want to know, are you a movie guy?
Yes.
Okay, what's your favorite movie?
I'm going to go Step Brothers.
Step Brothers.
Ooh.
All right, Nighthawk and Dragon.
Love it.
The Step Brothers, that's what it's all about. Okay, do you have a favorite Chicago movie?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Okay, now you know your nickname that I call you Mr. Peterson, Sloane's father. And when he's talking to Rooney on the phone right there, do you co-sign that one? Because we had Jacob Webb on the other day, and his nickname, we call him Weber Grills. He co-signed that one. Are you co-signing Mr. Peterson?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, he's a movie guy, David Peterson, and he's a ground ball machine. We will see him the next time he gets to start for the Chicago Cubs, and I'm sure it will be a spectacular one. David, thanks for the time, man. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.